10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
With the launch of Chandrayaan 3, India continues to push the boundaries of space discovery and innovation, making it a significant player in the global space exploration. This is one of the smoothest takeoff recorded for any space exploration mission. Heaps of praises flooded the internet with the launch of Chandrayaan 3. With Chandrayaan 3, ISRO is bringing the moon closer to us. This is India's third lunar exploration mission. With this launch, ISRO is crossing new frontiers by demonstrating soft landing on lunar surface by its lunar module and demonstrate roving on the lunar terrain. Chandrayaan 3 consists of an indigenous propulsion module, lander module, and a rover with an objective of developing and demonstrating new technologies required for interplanetary missions. The main function of propulsion module is to carry the LM from launch vehicle injection orbit to till lander separation. Total mission life for the lander and the rover is 1 lunar day, which is 14 Earth days. The craft is expected to land on the moon on 23rd August and will operate for 1 lunar day. Main objective of this launch is to safely land on the lunar surface near the unexplored South Pole, collect data, and conduct a series of scientific experiments to learn more about the moon's composition. With this, India will be the fourth country after United States of America, Russia and China to have achieved the complicated feat of soft landing a spacecraft on the moon's surface. It's India's second attempt at a soft landing, after its previous effort with the Chandrayaan 2 in 2019. India started its lunar mission with Chandrayaan 1 in 2008. Chandrayaan 1 was the first Indian lunar probe under the Chandrayaan program. It was launched by the Indian Space Research Organisation in October 2008 and operated until August 2009. The mission included a lunar orbiter and an impactor. India launched the spacecraft using a PSLV-XL rocket on 22 October 2008 from Satish Dhawan Space Centre at Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. The mission was a major boost to India's space program, as India researched and developed indigenous technology to explore the moon. The vehicle was inserted into lunar orbit on 8 November 2008. Chandrayaan 1 discovered water molecules on the moon's surface. With this mission, ISRO became the fifth national space agency to reach the lunar surface. Other nations whose national space agencies to have done so prior were the former Soviet Union in 1959, the United States in 1962, Japan in 1993, and ESA member states in 2006. 11 years later, the Chandrayaan 2 successfully entered lunar orbit, but its rover crash-landed on the moon's surface. It too was supposed to explore the moon's south pole. Chandrayaan 2 was the second lunar exploration mission developed by the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, after Chandrayaan 1. It consisted of a lunar orbiter, a lander, and a Pragyan rover, all of which were developed in India. The main scientific objective was to map and study the variations in lunar surface composition, as well as the location and abundance of lunar water. The spacecraft was launched from the second launch pad at the Satish Dhawan Space Centre in Andhra Pradesh on 22 July 2019. The craft reached the moon's orbit on 20 August 2019 and began orbital positioning maneuvers for the landing of the Vikram lander. The lander and the rover were scheduled to land on the near side of the moon, in the South Polar region at a latitude of about 70 degrees south on 6 September 2019. The lander crashed when it deviated from its intended trajectory while attempting to land on 6 September 2019. Following a successful launch, we hope that India creates history by safely landing Chandrayaan 3 on the lunar surface. India's space program is a symbol of the country's rising prominence on the global stage. India is not only achieving a complicated feat in technological advancement, but at a cost which is mind-boggling. In 2014, India became the first Asian nation to reach Mars when it put the Mangalyaan probe into orbit around the red planet for $74 million, less than the $100 million spent by Hollywood in making the space thriller movie Gravity. 3 years later, India launched a record 104 satellites in one mission. India has since spent about $75 million on its Chandrayaan-3 mission. The rapid development and innovation has made space tech one of India's hottest sectors for investors, and world leaders appear to have taken notice. India's space ambitions do not stop at the Moon or Mars. ISRO has also proposed sending an orbiter to Venus. India is also working on Gaganyaan, a project that envisages demonstration of human spaceflight capability by launching crew of 3 members to an orbit of 400 kilometers for a 3-day mission and bring them back safely to Earth by landing in Indian sea waters.